Welcome back to the Abundant Harvest Homestead. I have been gone so much lately. Oh man, fresh Chinese red noodle beans. I have seeds for these listed soon. They're one of my top 3 garden plants. For good reason. Hey buddy, you want a noodle bean?
Yeah.
You like those?
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes climbing on that pile too of free mulch. So does the dog. And we're in the process right now of like everything. And here's the deal. When I mulch my pathways out here in the garden, oh, there's a trifoliate citrus laying up on the ground over there. That'll be a tasty treat when we're done. Oh, another one right over there, center screen. But anyway, I mulch the garden paths with mulch. We might actually be getting a load sometime soon. And the pathways too. And then in about 2 years, look at that. Boy, that ain't really mulch anymore. Oh man, it's amazing. So this is gonna wind up going up here, and that's gonna wind up going down here. And so the cycle continues. But we've been up to a ton. I've been trying to make progress. Some days are easier than others, and I've been gone a lot lately. Southern Blessed Homestead was scolding me on their live stream last night because I had been out near them for work and didn't let them know I was in the area. But I didn't really have free time. It was just work time. But yes, snake gourds, other stuff. I've got such a pile of seeds getting ready for you guys. Trying to get some stuff taken care of so that we can just kind of list everything in the seed shop at once and make them available. Right now we're gardening. What else are we doing? I just had a pole saw for an extra day after we finished the job and started clearing up some of these trees. Okay, there's trees up there that are over my garden that are shading it. Also in the garden drive-thru, there's a number of big trees up here, and there's some over there. I gotta take care of those. And even like this poor plum tree here. Okay, this one looks pretty good. That one looks pretty good. This one looks horrible. And I actually took 2 different trees and dropped it on it. And I have my big trees out over here. Twice I landed a tree on top of this plum. These were part of our first YouTube payout ever. We bought some fruit trees so we could have stuff for years. That is a ground hornet's nest. Fighting that battle right now, so I'll be happy to win. And I'm using these sheep. There's a good example of one of those 4-horn Jacob sheep. I'm using them to keep everything knocked down right now. So they're just trying to clean it up and then I'll move them to the next pasture. We also have our short-legged Dexter cow who is pregnant, but this is all going to be garden area. I think soon I'm going to run an excavator through here, rip all the stumps out, smooth everything out, and have it so that next year we can press the garden this way. This mega trellis I just made, making progress on that. I still got to finish a couple things, get those boards down and finish painting it. But we got some peas going up for the winter. One of the animals snuck out and nibbled some stuff down. But I've got some stuff going on right now for like a fall harvest. These are pod peas, so you can eat the whole things. Very nice. Cilantro down there, a big old dill. Pile of beans across the way. Can maybe see them. Oh, more peas hanging out there. Those look really nice and big. I like that. So already putting this thing to use. And so excited and looking forward to like next year's garden season. I'm gonna do more pipe and chain link. Chinese red noodle beans, they like to kind of grow upright. So if you have laterals for your trellis, it's not gonna work as well. Well, the chain link fence is gonna be awesome. So I think I'm gonna do some more of that. Redo this whole section here. And actually, if you guys saw the video where we were dealing with the pepper harvest with our Ozarks hugel mound, Mama Pepper is so impressed with that. I'm so impressed with it. I've actually got some rotten logs and some other things. I'm gonna pretty much redo a bunch of these beds where I scrape everything down to the clay level and make another Ozarks hugel mound in it and throw everything on top of it and then remulch the paths around it. And I'm also working on a number of rock projects. I'll give you a sneak peek of a rock project, but there's gonna be a rock wall up here and I have my reason, and you guys can get the sneak peek now. I'll explain a little bit in that video of why I'm doing that And then eventually I'll include that clip with an actual video when I do it. But right now it started and I gotta keep going. And look, the nopales, the tuna on them is ripening. Oh, I love that. All right, check out the rock wall preview. Welcome back to the Abundant Harvest Homestead. I'm Papa Pepper. Got my boy Monster Truck with me, and we're up in the garden, but our garden is being invaded. And because of that, son, I'm gonna build a wall. I'm gonna build a wall along this side of my garden. I'm gonna build that wall to prevent it from being invaded. Right over there actually is the road too. Sometimes people drive by and look this way. So this wall is gonna block a lot of my garden. I don't know if you guys can see those stone pillars over there. They're out there. But all this I actually just had to tame. A couple little okras growing here. Got some nopales. My last remaining golden raspberry. And then horseradish here. There we get up into Egyptian walking onions and lemon balm. But I got a bunch of rocks here and there and a bunch more that I'm preparing because I'm going to build a big rock wall here to prevent my garden from being invaded because that's all a slope and this is all a slope. And what happens is things go to seed out in my pasture here, and then it rains and all those seeds come washing down into here. You should have seen this. It was terrible. In fact, it looks something like this. You know, now this wild lettuce is going to seed again. But all this stuff washes in. Look at that grass. That's crazy. Wild tomatoes. I don't know who this guy is. All this stuff gets just overtaken and overrun. Because this is just one giant slope and the rains bring the seeds in. So my thought is, why not build a rock wall? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my cattle panel fence I've already got here. I've got some 4x4 woven wire. I've got my V4 weed whacker. I'm gonna weed whack this thing. I'm gonna take the pickaxe and trench it. I'm gonna take where I trench it and I'm gonna stand up some of those flat rocks. And then I'm going to begin my build. But I'm going to use this for a support system where you have both the 4x4 and the cattle panel, and it's just going to be filled with rocks like a giant gabion. And once I have this giant wall of gabion of rock, hopefully that'll be enough of a barrier between the pasture and the garden. Wow. Doesn't that wild plum almost look like a cherry tree with all those crazy guys up there? They look beautiful. That should stop the invasion. I hope. besides that, it's been progress in so many different areas. Stuff that we're just trying to work on, keep working on. I've got a rock project besides this one, and what that's going to probably allow me to do is I'm probably going to switch out a bunch of these too. Some of these ones on these raised beds are pretty big. Other ones are much smaller, and I think I'm going to switch to a lot of big ones up here. Those weeds are going to seed. You guys know gardening is generational warfare. If these go to seed in that spot and fall to the ground, then I get to deal with these weeds next year in that spot. But if I eliminate them, anyone want to help? Thank you, sheep. If I eliminate them, well, then they can go plant them somewhere else with some fertilizer. But I want to keep progressing. Part of it's going to be swapping out. I'm generating a lot of rock right now. I'm looking for a certain type for a project. And then the big ones, some big ones will be used for that project. The other ones that don't come up to par for that project are going to be like my secondary rock options, and they'll be able to come up in here, replace all these, and have bigger ones, which is going to help. But then these get to go to the rock fence. Come this way, guys. Or the rock wall, anyway, I'm building here. The bigger ones will go to. Thank you. And then I still got a rock fence that I'm also working on. You guys like American Beauty berries? These things are awesome. Look at that. And I'll link a video. Mosquito repellent. Very cool too. But as I keep progressing on other things, I'm trying to finish up some of my long-lived projects. One of those is going to be my rock pillar fence, which we've also been working on lately. So back to right now, this is the current project. Got a free load in town today. I'm gonna get at least all out here. I'm actually gonna take a bunch of little pots, fill those with some of that stuff from the little pots, that black soil that I made myself, and then take things like some of the seeds from our own homegrown citrus, get some of those going so I can get some growing. This plant I've also propagated by air layering. I've got one over by my pond that actually came right off of here. See these guys? I actually cut one off of here before that I'd slid a pot down and over and then just filled with soil and let it root in there, which worked. So I like that stuff. This guy's also got savage thorns, so we're gonna prune it back a little bit this winter. But we got a lot of those left, and the lemonade from it, better than lemonade. Right, children? Better than lemonade?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hey, buddy, what did you say? Is it a good thing?
Yeah, I did that lemonade.
It tastes like lemonade.
I did it like lemonade.
That is so cute. It tasted like lemonade, but anyway, guys, gone more lately. Working, trying. Whoa! This one here is all about it. Hey Zeke, you want some too, buddy? There you go, my big four-horn friend. I'll get you guys some more. We'll do some weeding. We're gonna be working our way through this, so patience. But working quite a bit, trying to get some extra funds, make progress on that root cellar. I've got progress I can make right now, but there's a couple of big things coming up with it that are going to require me to be able to invest a little more. And I've probably got to get the roof on the thing before I can put a door on the bottom. So to do that, it's quite a bit of work just to even shove the food down there. But I want to get obviously to that point because I didn't build it not to use. You know, I'm sorry, I can't help but weed when these sheep are here and I have weeds. There you go. We'll get you some more. I appreciate y'all. But that's a basic update of why the videos have been more infrequent. And I'm actually contemplating some of the older videos are really good, and some of them just don't have much people that ever watched them. And I think it'd be good to get some eyes on them. So I'm thinking of just downloading them, deleting the old one, and reposting a couple of those just so people can see them. And for those who are following us, can get some more frame of reference from the past, but also something that you guys can watch now while, I mean, honestly, if I'm somewhere else in a hotel room overnight and spending multiple days gone for work, I don't get anything done here. Which if I'm not getting anything done here, I can't film anything for you. And if I'm not filming anything for you, I don't have anything to edit and put out, you know what I mean? And then you get a frantic, panicked, random clip video like this. All right, we'll see you next time.